Hello there, YouTube. So, listening to some of Jim Payne's videos where he talks about crazy things, he's kind of inspired me to, my wife says, you ought to tell some of the crazy stories that you've gone through as a kid or whatever. I usually kind of keep those weird things to myself, but I've got one that you might find funny or a little weird, or I don't know how you'll take it. At the time, it scared the hell out of me, but it became very funny. So I was probably, I was living in Texarkana, Texas, and I didn't get my driver's license until right after we moved up here. So, you know, I bicycled everywhere. I mean, crazy distances I would ride my bicycle. And I had a real good personal friend. We've since kind of lost touch with each other. And anyway, we used to go bicycle riding all the time, as I mentioned. Well, one of our favorite things was go to the old train station. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's split halfway between Texarkana, Texas and Texarkana, Arkansas. I think the train is on state line. But it's a famous old train station. If you guys ever heard of the movie The Town That Dreaded Sundown, it was a movie made in 1976. It was a true story about this serial killer there in Texarkana. It's a B movie, but it's a good watch. If you can come across it, watch it. It's pretty cool. Anyway, the police station in that movie was actually filmed inside that train station. It's been when I was back there in the 90s, it had turned into a nightclub. I think several people have tried to do things with it. There is an Amtrak station there, but it's off to the side. And you know, obviously these big train stations don't work anymore. You know, back in the heyday of train travel, that thing was fantastic. So that was one of our favorite destinations, to go to this train station. You could always get in it. You know, you didn't have to break in. Hell, it was just open. You could go in there. And just beautiful marble and granite. Oh, just a gorgeous building. But it was, you know, run down because nobody's there. This was back in, excuse me, it had probably been around 77, maybe 78, somewhere in there. And we always go in there. Well, we had a huge, it looked like Grand Central Station in the big lobby of it. Big old lobby. And there's all, you can see where the stores and all the different things were. Where there was these, you know, rooms that just go on forever. There's all these little hidden stairways that go up multiple stories, and just incredible. I love buildings like that. But anyway, we were walking around the lobby and we noticed it looked like there was like sheetrock had been done down one of these hallways. What was a doorway that opened into a big room now had this hallway that kind of went off at an angle, and it was all sheetrock. And we thought, wow, that's kind of weird. Let's go explore. Somebody's doing something with this thing. Whatever they done, I have no idea. But anyway, you could tell it was fresh. So we go walking down this hallway, and of course it gets the lobbies with all the windows well lit, even though there's no, I don't even know if there was electricity in there, but as you walk down this hallway, it got darker and darker. And we're like, holy shit, where's this thing going? Well, it kind of opened up into a little bit of a room, and all of a sudden, boom, this flashlight comes on. And here's this crazy ass bum, just a scary looking son of a bitch. And he starts screaming, what the hell are you boys doing in here? You know you're trespassing. Just scared the shit right out of us. And I think he said he was a police officer or a security guard or something. He was not. He was a bum living in there, you know. You could see his, you know, bedding and everything. And anyway, we're just scared shitless, you know. And he says, put your hands up in the air. You know, and we're just, I mean, literally about to piss ourselves. And he asked us if we're packing, and we're like, you know, sir, we don't know what you mean. You know, I didn't know what that meant. You know, you got any guns or knives? And we're, no, sir. And he made us turn around, you know, and then he had us drop our pants. He goes, drop your pants to the floor, right where you stand. So Michael, my friend, I won't say his last name. He might be I haven't talked to him in a long time, but he might be one of my YouTube stalkers, you know. But anyway, Michael's his name. And if you're watching, Michael, you'll remember the story well, I know. But anyway, so boom, you know, we undo our belts, unzip our pants, boom, they hit the ground, you know. It's a good thing you're wearing clean underwear that day. So anyway, he made us turn around again, you know, and ask us a bunch of questions, you know, what the hell are you doing in here? Do you know that, you know, I could haul you guys to jail? And I mean, I know this guy's not a cop. This is clearly a bum. And so anyway, he goes, all of a sudden he goes, get your pants up, get the F out of here, you know. So I reached out, you know, pulled my drawers up, and Michael is gone. I mean, he didn't even make a sound. And I turn around, and the hallway is lit because it's, you know, it's white sheetrock, and it gets brighter as you head out towards the big lobby out front, you know. And all I see is him hauling ass down this hallway, pants half up, you know, he's holding his pants with one hand and running. And he's going so fast. Like I said, the hallway was at this weird angle. You know, you came out of the lobby and it took an angle and went into this room. He's going so fast he can't make the turn. And I don't know if it was like sheetrock dust on the ground or what the case was, but he just slams this wall. Just boom, almost like he ran into it like he didn't know it turned. And puts a great big old, you know, dents in the sheetrock, you know, how you can, without knocking all the way through, how you can dent it. He just, bam, hits the sheetrock and just keeps going. I mean, his feet are like a dog on linoleum. He's just, his feet are going and he's not getting any traction. You know, you can't let go of the throttle of this thing. It's got so much decompression or compression braking, it just goes, ugh. But anyway, as soon as he does that, you know, I'm not even out of the room where the bum was yet, and I'm just laughing hysterical. I mean, I am absolutely hysterical. That was the funniest thing I ever seen, you know. Well, I'm running, I'm trying to get my pants and shit on, and by the time we get out in the lobby, he had come out into the lobby so fast, he took this long arching turn towards the back of the exit where we came in, you know. So I'm in between just laughing hysterically. I mean, tears coming down my eyes. I can't see shit, you know. And I'm screaming, Michael, Michael, you know, as I'm laughing. He goes flying out the door, and I catch up to him as we end up on this huge lobby. I'm trying to kill myself here. Or plateau. It was like above the tracks. I don't even know what you call it. It was like a balcony, for lack of better words. But it had these huge metal stairs that had like 3 sections, and then have a platform, and then it go down another one. But anyway, it's 3 sections of stairs. He comes off this platform, never touches a step, and hits the first platform, and like in 1 step, leaps to the next platform, and all the way down to the concrete, you know, the area where you'd board the trains way back when. And our bicycles were in a little storage room that was underneath these staircases. And he's running so fast, he's actually picking dust up off the concrete. And it just looked like one of these Wile Coyote things where he's hauling ass across the desert and he's kicking up a dust cloud behind him. Oh my God, I am just literally crossing my legs trying not to piss myself. And I'm screaming, Michael, the bikes are back here, you know. And finally he gets to the edge of the train station and stops, you know. And I'm going, come back, the bikes are over here. It took forever. I literally had to go in there and pull both of our bikes out and walk down with the bicycles. He wasn't coming anywhere near them steps. Well, of course, you know, as we're riding back, he calmed down. We're all laughing about it. But Really, that thing could have turned into something ugly. I mean, this bum and just two young boys, I mean, God only knows what could have happened to us. You know, you look back on it now and just go, holy moly. You know, but you're young and innocent. You know, the guy basically scared us because he was screaming at us, and, you know, there was that little, you know, is he a cop? You know? But he's screaming like really loud, had this deep, scary voice, and he's rough and tough and scary looking. We just know what was going to happen, you know. But anyway, I know that's a silly little story, but I've got tons of little weird things like that. But Jim Payne, if you watch this, you got me thinking about these. I better pay the freaking attention to where I'm going, or I'm gonna drive right there. I'm looking out at that pretty little pond out there and about to drive right off the road like an idiot. That's too much wind with that shield down, but the shield is so dirty I can't see through it. Anyway, Jim, thanks for the inspiration to start telling some stories. I've got tons of them. My kids, they don't care anymore. They've probably heard most of them, or don't have the patience to listen now. They're 21 and older, and they used to love, man. We'd sit by the fire when it's snowing outside. They go, Daddy, tell us a story, tell us a story. So I'm going to start telling little stories. Since I can't seem to stay on topic about other things I want to talk about, maybe I'll hang on to a story. I do. If I have a topic, I do okay with staying on it. But as I see things, I get distracted, you know. The old penny going across the floor thing, you know. You ever have employees or a kid or something, you're talking to them, and the least little thing just, they're off. You know, like, dude, I was talking to you. Get back here. But anyway, thanks for listening to my craziness. I'm gonna continue riding on this beautiful, beautiful afternoon. I can actually ride home after work and MotoVlog. I'm loving it, I'm loving it. On my very, very dirty Spyder, and I'm due being filthy. But anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care.